Hello everyone, I'm back again with another review. So this one is a free bag that I received from a brand new Instagram seller from Sweet Luxury Bags. So she did approach me and she did say could she send me a bag in return for a YouTube video and an honest review. So I didn't get to pick the bag. I said to her, send me whichever bag you feel you'd like to send, because obviously I'm grateful for anything. This is a bag that I hadn't even thought of, wasn't on my radar, I wouldn't have picked. So it's really nice to have a brand new item that I obviously would probably never have picked for myself. It's not something, I'm not really a small bag person. So this is the Louis Vuitton pochette Felicie. So we're going to open it. It did come very quickly. It came in a week and a half, so I think about 9 days. So it came quicker than both me and the seller. Excuse the struggling, I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. So we are going to just... So it did come in, it's got a thick dust bag. It's not as soft, it's quite a rough dust bag, and it's got the brown lettering, but it is all very neat. So let's take it out. It does have all the little envelope care information, the little tag. So what does that mean? Outside calf leather, man-made lining. Interesting. I'm not sure that's true or whether they've just added that. So here's the little paper and the tape, which I believe they do to try and block it from the scanner. So this is the pochette Felicie in the damier azure print. So it's not a bad print on first look. It's got quite crisp writing. So the colour is quite nice. It's not a really off colour. So you've got the Louis Vuitton on the popper. So it does have the pink. This is like feels a bit like a microfiber. A little bit of fluff, like a microfiber feeling. So just get you in there. I'm trying to do as much detail as I can because obviously this is a review of a brand new seller. So I want to show everybody what it's like. So obviously you do get a little pouch, so it has Louis Vuitton Paris on 2 squares on one side and nothing on the other. It does have the little, I'm not sure it's real leather, but it's very thick, the gold hardware there. So let's just have a look on the inside, and you do have it's like the little card wallet. So that does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is correct to the authentic. The authentic one does have 8 credit card slots. You can just see it's not terribly crisp, but it's not bad. So you've got your little pouch, and then you look inside and we have the chain. So it's not a bad chain. That's quite heavy actually. So it's not, that is the loop chain. I will find some pictures of the authentic just to compare all the little details. The hardware is engraved on both sides. So that is quite a heavy chain. It doesn't look like the chains that I've received with other reviews before, with other pouches before. So if we look on the inside, you do have the little pouch, and there's the Louis Vuitton. The glazing on the outside is very red. That is almost like a cherry red. I'm trying to get it in the sunlight. But it has like the pink microfiber lining, which feels lovely. I do like a pink lining. I do. So I'm not sure if that pocket is supposed to go all the way across, but I do have some measurements. So the length is supposed to be 21 centimetres. Oh, this is very difficult to do one-handed. Hold on, I'm going to put the camera down, try and angle it up so you can see the bag. No, that's not going to work. Let's try doing it that way. If I move you into the shot, right, that's... So there we go, that is 21 centimetres precisely by 12 centimetres. So if I close the top, that is precisely 12 centimetres. It's supposed to be by 3 centimetres. I don't know if you can see this because, there we go, by 3 centimetres. So it has exactly precise measurements to the authentic. It has all the parts that it's supposed to. So I'm not sure on the canvas because I haven't got anything to compare it to, but the pouch and the pochette match. They're canvas matches. I know sometimes with replicas they can come in different colours, but they do match. The pink on the tag matches the pink on there, so that is lovely as well. So as far as I can see, I think she sells this for, I'm not 100% sure, is it 100? Let me have a quick look. Sorry to just keep you looking at that. Very, very pretty. I do love how you can use this as your purse and your wallet as well as a bag. So if you're literally running out, and you could just keep everything in there, but you could also take the chain off, stick it inside a Speedy. So you could literally, I'm not even sure, would that fit in a pochette Matisse? That is the question of the day. Let me just look up the price. Here we go. So this is either 80 or 120, I think. Let me have a quick look. It's either 80 or 122. She has two different qualities. So I'm having difficulty telling which one's which because they're so similar. I think this is the 122 one from what I can see. So she did send me her better quality pouch, which was very nice of her. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on what quality, but as far as I can see, the measurements are correct. I will check the placement of the two LVs on the pouch. But I tell you what, that's such a cute little pouch. It's just, it's a bit floppy. But to be honest, once you stick all your receipts and cash and what other else little things that you want to send through, just carry around with you. You're not really going to notice it. So I am just going to get the pochette Matisse out and see if, when you've got stuff inside it, if it'll fit in the big middle pouch. So if you could use this as an actual purse as well as a handbag. So I'll be right back. So I'm back again after searching for my pochette Matisse, but when I realised I hadn't shown you the inside of the pouch. So it does have the pink microfiber cotton lining, which isn't on the authentic. The authentic has leather lining. So the lining isn't correct. Also, I did check. There's supposed to be two here like this, which is perfect, but there is supposed to be two on the back as well. So that isn't correct. But I did also forget to show you the back, where it does have the upside down on both sides. So the outside of this is 100% correct. It's got the correct placement, the correct squares. It's 100% perfect on the size. So obviously it's got the wrong lining and it's missing two on there. The chain looks just like the one on the website as well, so that's perfect. But I did just grab my pochette Matisse in the reverse monogram just to show you that it does fit in that centre pocket. So if you did want to use this as a purse, as well as a grab and go, so you can tuck your chain on the inside, take your bigger bag, which is your pochette Matisse, which is not overly big, but you could put your mini pochette in there, you could put your phone in, or you could even have your phone in there. So you could have your key clay, you could have coin purse at the back. So this is actually like perfect multi-functioning little bag. And I have to say, for the seller's quality, it feels, it's not overly perfect canvas, it's a little bit rubbery, but not so that you'd be horrified. So you'd be quite happy to take this out on the outside with the chain on. Nobody is going to be able to tell unless you've got an authentic side by side. I'm going to go and grab my Speedy in this print so that I can try and compare the canvases. I have a few Damier Azur replicas in my collection, so I'm going to do a quick comparison just because I want everybody to see the quality from this seller, because so far I'm really pleased with that. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be re-gifted because it was a gift to me. I felt like I might want to re-gift it to somebody, but seeing the versatility and how many ways I'm going to be able to use this and then fit it inside my pochette Matisse, which I carry pochette Matisse 50% of the time. I'm usually carrying a Speedy the other 50%, and if we go away on holiday, that's where my Neverfull comes out, because I only have one Neverfull at the moment, which is my GM, so definitely a holiday bag. So this one is going to be a real perfect addition to my collection. So the chain is perfect, it's really heavy, it's a bit shiny, but it is that proper shape, so you're not going to be like very self-conscious if you put those cheap little chains on that you can sometimes get. So that's the chain. So I'm going to get the Damier Azur Speedy out and just do a quick comparison on those and just show you the comparison of the canvas, and then you'll be able to make up your mind whether you feel like this is a seller for you. They have loads of different products, loads of different styles, loads of different prices as well, so they're really upfront and honest about what quality they're selling and at what price, so you're really able to go with what fits with what you can afford and what you're looking for. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a few pieces from my collection. So this is my Speedy 35 bandolier from Old Cobbler. And obviously we know that his print is really good, so I'm just going to do a quick, try and get them in the same light, do them in direct sunlight. So you can see that this one is a little bit bluer, whereas Old Cobbler's is a little bit greyer. But it's not a horrible difference. So I've got my budget Insulate wallet, which cost $30. So that one is a big difference. That's very bluish grey compared to Old Cobbler. Try and get them both in the same light. So Insulate on the bottom, so you can see the top one has got a better cream, the bottom one is quite white. And then we've got the budget pouch from a $20 Neverfull, which ended up being re-gifted. So you can see difference between that and Old Cobbler is huge, and that between the pochette Felicie is huge as well. So this one is obviously way out. So I wouldn't say this is miles away, but it's just that grey. That grey is just a tiny bit too blue. Trying to get him in exactly the same level of sun, so you can see the difference there. The creams are not massively apart, but the little darker squares are slightly too blue. Obviously once you have them all, I'm just going to line them all up for effect. So they're all together. The budget ones are all very similar, and then there you go. So that's Speedy and Felicie from, they're not miles apart, but you can see it's a tad bluer in the Felicie. It's a tad grayer in that one. But I have to say, I'm really pleased and really happy and very grateful to the seller for thinking of me to help promote their new venture. So they are just starting out. They're in a whole new ball game. So I'm being honest, but still at the same time, they've gone out of their way to send me a product, and I will be using it, and I will be putting shots up of me taking this out for the day if I'm running out, or if you're going out for a function in the evening, cinema trip, even running to the supermarket. It's great to put your shopping list, put your money, put your phone and go. You're not having to carry, if it's just you, if you're taking the kids, go for the Speedy or the Neverfull. But this is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Felicie. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but it's a really fair replica. I will be using it. I love it. I'm completely in love. It is a budget replica, so don't get mad at me saying, oh, it's got all these flaws, because we're all aware most replicas have flaws. It's what you can live with. That's what I say to everybody when they ask for my advice. Go with what you think you can live with. So on certain replicas, I've gone for flaws. Say the Louis Vuitton squares on the bottom of a Neverfull has 2 instead of 1. I can live with that. So maybe the lining's a little bit off. Most of the time I can live with that as well, because you're the only one seeing it, as long as it's a nice lining. I've got a mini pochette in the Damier Azure with the Christmas animation, the birds on it. I call it my Cinderella purse because they remind me of the Cinderella birds. But the lining is a beautiful pink microfiber cotton. Now on the authentic it's brown. So for me, I actually prefer the pink lining. It also has a cheaper chain, but I don't use the chains on any of my mini pochettes. So again, doesn't affect me. And it only cost, I think, $65. So for the price point that I could afford at the time when I started buying, it was perfect for me. So I will say, do your research, really, really look into what you want and be honest with yourself. Because if you're looking for a 1-1 replica, it is going to cost more than a budget replica. If you want as identical as a replica is going to get, it's going to cost way more than a budget. But if you're looking something that from a distance is going to pass, or you just fancy carrying it, people carry some really bad replicas nowadays and nobody bats an eyelid in public. They might say something privately, but in public nobody's going to come up to you and call you out most of the time. And if they do, just walk away. I've been a bit rambly in this video and I do apologise, but I just really wanted to do this seller justice because she's really good at communicating. I've had a real good chat with her. She's really lovely. I apologise, I didn't ask her name, which is really bad of me. But if you want her information, I will tag her in the photos on Instagram. If you can't find it, send me a message and I'll send you a private link. But yeah, go and check out her stuff. If she's not for you, check her out anyway, follow her, help spread it for people who would be interested. If you do, contact her. She's messaged me through Instagram and she has WeChat and WhatsApp, I believe. So there's many ways to contact her. So if you've liked my video, guys, thank you for watching my rambly video. Give me a thumbs up. Follow me on YouTube. I've got some more reviews coming. This is the only one that I have been gifted, so I didn't pay this for anything. So she hasn't paid me to do a review. This is my honest review. The only thing I have got in payment is the purse, which I'm in love with. So the rest of my reviews I have purchased myself. I have some more reviews coming up, so I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I will see you all soon. Bye.